Hi, it's your boy Ryan Faust coming back at you with another live upload. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. It'll help the channel grow. Thank you. Peace.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA, and opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in.
Indoor miss, getting this.
So here's Oklahoma City starting.
First report, it took to the night. She misses.
Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Then
it's Lou Dort. And it's Giddey
shot
at the two-guard position.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Dort misses.
Outside Conley, inside McDaniels, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
The kick out to Towns. Here's Conley. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game.
There you go, Giddey. Nice.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ. Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Here's the 3. And again,
there's no way he's missing that, man.
And they don't want to get in a habit
Gotta
of
guard
giving
me
him
better,
open
brother.
looks from
Better.
3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards.
Come
It's
on.
deflected.
Oh, nice block. Wow, it's over the highlight reel.
Conley against
Nice.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric trying to break free and trying for the go-ahead basket.
Missed.
It doesn't go in. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fires the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams. A rebound by the Timberwolves. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Edwards against Giddey. Tries from the block. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Towns.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Edwards from the arc. A shot off that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
For 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the
Get it,
three-point
Dort.
shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it. And it shows.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year, and for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Reed finds Prince. Back to Reed. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
Got it.
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Shots good by Noel.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Wiggins outside. Offline with his three. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with his three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Waters. And the three off target. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Prince the pass to Edwards. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
And it's Wiggins missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. Keeps it alive.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Robinson Earl. He's covered by Anderson. Robinson Earl, no good. Pass to Edwards. Here's Noel. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Holmgren. He's out there with Lou Dort. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passes. David, thank you. Thunder trailing by 4.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Over in the corner, Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Over in the corner, Dort. The shot's good.
Wow.
Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Towns.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Fires for 3. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Timberwolves have
terrible.
completed 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now here's McDaniel, defended by Dort.
Come on, he doesn't even have it.
Gilgeous Alexander against Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Good. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And Dort gets it to go.
Found it.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Minnesota calls timeout.
A unique type of player, Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving in strength.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Zion. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Conley for 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
Edwards inside. He's against Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the basket by Waters.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter.
And so it's Lou Dort making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point.
Well, they need to focus on working the ball around more and less chucking it up.
And now let's talk about that first half. That'll do it for our show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Lou Dort with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Running in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Edwards drawing the double team. Here's Towns, and it's good for 2. Towns has got the first field goal of the second half for the Timberwolves.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
Here's Giddey. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail. And finish by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Towns, a screen on Williams. Here's McDaniels, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And they recover it. The Thunder with the lead. Lets it go from 14. Williams' shot is off.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Edwards, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Edwards passes to Reed. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. And Anderson gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
They get it back. A 3 from Anderson. Rebound by Williams.
You better get that rebound, boy.
Wiggins left side. Here's Waters. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And taking a look now at stats for Williams. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Pass to Edwards. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Wiggins from outside. The Thunder with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Minnesota in the lead. Prince outside. Passes it to Reed. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Noel. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Williams. Off target from outside. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Timberwolves ahead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams. And it's man in at the point. Yep, that one goes.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Conley kicks to Towns. And the pass to McDaniels. Lock at 6. Basket counts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Man, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Thunder lead by 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Williams passes to Holmgren on deep. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And the Timberwolves call time here. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Robinson Earl, good. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Conley against Wiggins. For 3, Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dortch got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Stripped it away. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Wiggins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. 1:44 left in the game. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Comes up empty down low. Oklahoma City leading by 5. From the wing, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Joe. Shoots the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll
Nice.
see how it pans out.
Nice three.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And now it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 10. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's over.
Minnesota making a switch. Reed's checked in.
It's all over. It's all over.
Williams against Towns. It's good. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. For three, Edwards. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Time call here before they decide to talk it over. They're up by 5. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Mann. Here's Holmgren. And the layup is good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Mann. And the shot is long. Towns, the pass to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Yes.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
And that's gonna end the. And that's the end of the game. We won with the OKC Thunder 1696 as you can see. If you're new to the broadcast, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media at GamerRyan3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace.